Hey everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day staying away from plant products. Today we're going to be reacting to this absolute joke of a channel called Bosch, where they promote this pseudo-scientific diet called the vegan diet. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. In this video, they're going to be talking about 10 ways to stay healthy as a vegan. I mean, why would it be so complicated if the diet is so healthy? On the carnivore diet, you just eat meat and you're pretty much all good to go. So yeah, let's see what he has to say about how to stay healthy as a vegan. 10 tips for being healthy as a vegan.
Now then, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to get all your nutrition right on a vegan diet. This is going to be quite a detailed video. We did already give our top 5 golden rules in another video, so go check that one out. Those top 5 golden rules are in our new book, How to Live Vegan.
Rubbish.
But we're going to be going a bit deeper in today's video. It's important to state that we're not nutritionists or dietitians, so if you're looking for medical advice, go talk to one of them. What we're going to be talking about is what we
don't really know
to make
anything,
sure
to be
we've
fair,
got our
but
nutrition just right. There are so many different opinions about what is optimum human nutrition. Michael Pollan is a writer, and he once said, "Eat food, mostly plants, not too much." That's a really nice way.
That guy's an imbecile. Why would you ever eat plants? Humans are carnivores. We evolved on a predominantly meat diet. And no, plants are not indicated or carbohydrates in our diet whatsoever. So
to describe what we should be doing is making sure that we've got mostly plants on our plate and not overeating. But actually it might have made more sense to say eat colourful food, mostly plants, not too much.
I always hear this thing, oh, make sure your plate has all the spectrum colours of the rainbow. Why? Why would you want different colours? Like, what?
It's
so dumb.
important to get a range of colours in your diet. Now, we're not nutritionists,
Why?
but we're going to be talking about our experiences as people who eat
It's
vegan.
so toxic.
We're healthy, we get our bloods checked and we know we're healthy. And you know what? We know a thing or two about food. So let's get into our top tips.
Tip number 1. Get 10 portions of fruit and vegetables in your diet every single day. Now, on a vegan diet, you only eat fruit and veggies, so that should be quite easy to do. The guidelines used to be 5 a day, but 5 a day isn't enough. And to be fair, like, fruit and veggies are really tasty, so why not eat as many as possible? 10 pieces of fruit and veg a day.
No, do not do that. Fruit has lots of fructose in it, which is, quite toxic for the human body. It's shown to have the same effects as methamphetamine on the brain, and it metabolizes the same as alcohol in the body. And vegetables are absolutely filled with the anti-nutrients. And there's not a single nutrient or vitamin you can't get from meat that you can get from vegetables, minus obviously all the anti-nutrients and the fiber, which is just going to be detrimental to your health.
Tip number 2 is to eat less processed food.
I agree.
The more like natural whole ingredients that you can be eating, whether that's like whole grains or fruits and vegetables.
No, not grains, not the phytic acids, not the lectins. Do these people even know anything? How are they just spreading this misinformation?
Try not to eat too much of these kind of replacements. Although
That's literally dog food. Dog food is healthier than
time
that.
to time. Aim for not too many processed foods. The less processed foods you eat, the better.
Tip: eat lots of really dark green leafy vegetables.
Why?
Just like this kale that Henry was talking about in the last section, processed food. Now,
Kale's complete BS. It says it's got like vitamin A and stuff, but liver has way more nutrients than kale without all the anti-nutrients. Dark green cruciferous vegetables are just so toxic. I mean, the oxalates in them, can lead to calcium oxalate buildup, which can give you kidney stones. And it's just, I would stay far, far away from dark green veggies if you want to be healthy.
dark green vegetables are fantastic because they're packed full of nutrients
No, they're
like
not.
magnesium and folate and loads of vitamins. They are absolutely essential, and it's really
not.
good idea to.
That's misinformation. They're not essential. We haven't consumed dark green veggies for 2.5 million years, and we've been thriving. And now, since we started consuming them, since the agricultural revolution, our testosterone has gone from 1500 to 545. Our brain size has decreased by 10%, and our height has gone from 6'3" to 5'9". So no, they are not essential, and they actually contraindicated in the human diet, and we can't even digest fiber.
To get as many as you possibly can
No.
in the morning in a smoothie. Here's
That is the
smoothie.
worst.
It's full of green stuff. It's wonderfully tasty, and yeah, best.
Tasty? Yeah, mixing kale up and spinach is really, really tasty. You know what is tasty? Fatty red meat.
Off your day.
Tip number 4 is to get loads of colours on your plate. If you're already eating 10 fruits and veggies a day, you're already
These guys are like puppets of the food pyramid. They're just so brainwashed.
in a really great place. But to vary that up even more, try and get different colours like orange, yellow, green,
No,
dark
it's just
red,
toxic.
purple, white. Try and get all of those colours onto your plate. Each colour has got different phytonutrients, phytochemicals, which is...
No one even knows what phytonutrients are. There's not even any benefits of phytonutrients. No one even knows what they are.
All plant chemicals that all do different good things for your body. So get as much colour in your body as possible.
Make sure you get enough B12 into your diet.
Yes.
Now, B12 is very easy to find. You can get it in Marmite.
No, it's not.
get it in
Oh my
Nooch,
gosh.
which is also
You can't find B12 in plant foods that is bioavailable. Okay, yes, there might be some B12, but you're going to be deficient unless you take a supplement. And if you want B12, just eat meat. There's no reason to not eat meat. Oh no, it's got nutrition on here and it says fiber. Oh, that is not a nutrient. That is an anti-nutrient.
Nutritional yeast, fortified plant-based
Not Oatly,
milks,
that's full of
but the
seed
easiest
oils and
way
estrogen.
By far is with vitamin pill or spray. One of these
Just eat some meat.
every single day will make sure that you're not B12 deficient and you're A-OK and ready to go.
Tip number 6 is to consume a range of vitamins and nutrients. Now, if you're following all the previous tips,
I thought your diet is rich in vitamins and nutrients. Shouldn't you just be fine consuming plants?
you should be good because you'll be eating the rainbow, getting a load of variety into your diet, and also getting B12. But can't hurt to take.
Yeah, and what about iron? What about omega-3 in the form of DHA and EPA? What about carnitine, creatine, taurine, essential amino acids? You're not getting those, so...
Vitamin. These are available freely, really cheaply. I think you can get these for as cheap as about 10p a pill. And that will help.
Any
make
diet
sure
that has
you're getting your
supplements is
iron,
not
calcium,
necessarily
zinc,
healthy.
and all that good stuff into your body. We also might take an omega tablet from time to time, or just make sure we're eating flax seeds and chia seeds, which are also high in omega
it's
oil.
an
Just
ALA
make sure
form.
that you're getting what your body needs. And if you aren't sure, go speak to a doctor. You can get a blood test.
Doctors know
and
nothing about
check
nutrition.
you.
Doctors have studied nutrition for like 6 hours in school. They know absolutely nothing about nutrition, so do not see a doctor.
Levels.
How about do
Tip
some
number
research
7
yourself?
is get enough plant protein. Now, plants are abundant with protein.
No, they're
Eat the
not.
right ones. Great source of protein. Lentils.
Plants are the absolute worst tier source of protein you can possibly imagine.
Another great source of protein. Chickpeas, which obviously makes
Just
hummus,
starvation
which is
food,
marvellous. Then
literally.
you can get plant protein in things like tofu sausages
No, you can't.
or seitan burgers. There's a wealth of protein out there. Just
not
make sure you get
bioavailable.
enough so you can answer the question, where do you get your protein from?
Tip number 8 is 80-20. Aim for 80-20. Now, 80-20 is bandied about a lot. In fact, it was Pareto, some old philosopher or
I agree with that
mathematician
principle.
who came up with the principle of 80-20 first. It was echoed by people like Tim Ferriss, who wrote the 4-Hour Work Week. Also, Derek Sarno of Wicked Kitchen likes to talk about
I agree with him
80-20,
in this point.
as do we. 80% of your meals should be healthy. Make sure that most of the food that you're getting on a daily basis is healthy, is eating the rainbow, is colourful, and is probably...
That's not
whole
healthy,
grains.
though.
And then 20% of the time,
Yo.
you can go for that.
Vegetables are junk food. Plants are junk food. Your whole diet is junk food. It's all just sugar. Everything in your diet is just sugar with a tiny bit of protein, which isn't even bioavailable, and we can't even absorb it.
Naughty vegan junk food. You can go down to vegan nights or go down
Oh,
to
so you're
your
saying 20% of your diet should be cheating? Well, why can't we just do 100% strict? And the vegan diet is essentially cheating every day. You're having literally just sugar and whatever foods you want, so...
local vegan market and dig on a seitan burger.
Well, speaking of vegan market, check out a video where I debated this vegan at the vegan market. It was quite funny.
Tip number 9 is eat home cooked food, just like this. Now, home cooked food is really, really good, and the reason why
I agree.
is you regulate what goes into it. You can regulate the oil, you can regulate the sugar,
I agree,
you can
but
regulate the salt.
even if you
Make
know what you're
sure
putting
that
into it, if
what's
it's
going
vegan, it's
into your
going
food
to be unhealthy.
is exactly what you need to have a really nutritious plate of food. And even if you're cooking junk food, if you're cooking it
These people
yourself,
are so
you know exactly
brainwashed.
what's going into it. So you can eat junk
How many subs do they have? 227,000. Oh my days. It's just disgusting. 227,000 people have been misled.
food just as long as you cook it yourself.
Tip number 10 is go for less refined carbohydrates wherever possible. So white pasta, Tastes really, really good, I agree. But if you can switch it out for brown, it's going to be a little bit healthier.
Brown pasta is literally
pasta,
worse than white pasta. At least white pasta quickly gets released in the blood and you get rid of the carbs. But with the brown pasta, it's in your blood for longer. Therefore, it's going to cause more damage. And wholemeal pasta's got fiber. So no, brown pasta is way worse than white pasta.
Is lower GI, so lower glycemic index, which means it's
Even
digested more slowly.
No, it's not.
You get less of a spike of insulin.
That's a worse
thing. It's going to
thing.
make you feel fuller. So where possible, go for the higher fiber brown options. Brown pasta.
Go for the white option if you are going to have
brown
carbs, which you shouldn't have
over
at all.
white. Sweet potatoes are a little bit better than normal potatoes, but you know what? They're both fine. So
They're
don't
both
stress
roots
too
and they're
much.
both toxic that we shouldn't
And
consume.
something like white bread, you'd be better off going for wholemeal or something like oats.
No, go for the
great,
white option,
slow
don't go for the
burn
wholemeal.
Energy, low GI source of carbohydrates. We hope you enjoyed that video. That is our top 10 tips for being healthy.
You guys are absolutely
We've got loads more
clowns.
videos just like this coming your way soon, so like, comment and subscribe so you never miss a thing.
And these are all in this book, the How to Live Vegan book, but you know what? We gave you them all for free right here.
See you later, guys.
I'm sorry, but these guys are absolutely clowns. I mean, I'm sure they're great people, but in the topics of nutrition, they just have absolutely zero clue what they're talking about. They're just, the biggest clowns ever. I mean, all their advice is just pseudoscientific. It's not based on any actual evidence in the literature or any, taking any anthropology into account. We know that humans are carnivores. We know that plants are toxic. They contain anti-nutrients. We know that our body can make our own carbohydrates, and any exogenous carbohydrates that enter our body is not going to be good for our health. And essentially, everything they promoted was just carbs and a tiny bit of non-bioavailable plant protein. 10 ways to stay healthy as a vegan. I mean, you're probably better off doing this if you are vegan than having Oreos and drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana, because those things are vegan as well. But yeah, you're still going to be very deficient. You're still going to have a lot of oxidative stress in your body. So why not just switch to carnivore, a more animal-based approach, which is backed up by all the history and shows that humans are carnivores and it suits our biology and physiology. So yeah, please guys, never go vegan. Stick to animal-based, and keep questioning the things you hear, including myself, and be really cautious of these guys, Bosch, because they are spreading some absolute misinformation. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.